Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I am very happy that it's gotten a bit warmer over the last 2 days. My stress level is down again. And I'm down to drawing. Let's change the music. Ah! Hope that did not hurt anyone's ears. Okay, now I see the chat. Now I just need to get my drawing tablet over here and we can go. Go draw. As you guys see, even though I did not stream last week, which, sorry, I had a very busy work week. Oh, it's good if any AMVs escalate quickly. Ah, come on, I'll show the progress in this view. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes, I will save. I had a very stressful work week. A bit of... not conflict, but things that bothered me. Mostly related to my own behavior. Then I needed to take a break. I recharged, everything is fine at work. The weather's gotten better, my mood's gotten better. So yeah. These are the 3 pages? Yeah, the 3 pages I posted last week on Animex. Also, I made the cover art. Like, I put it on the actual cover. And I also think I got a direction for the back art. Even though I am a big fan of like volumes that form an entire picture. I think that's impossible for me to do because that would mean I would have to draft a giant artwork. So I think I'm just gonna reuse the cover art with like the key color of that volume. And yeah, I like how that looks. I love this preview. And yeah, I did a bit more planning in regards to this. I'm gonna keep it for myself. By the way, the logo is gonna be the regular one. I just inverted it with the entire page. Yeah, sometimes there are days like that. Hope the next day will be better for you. The only thing that I need to figure out for myself is, like, there's not a lot of space, so maybe I need to cut something here to fit the actual name of the series on the back as well. Yeah, probably. I now know that the first volume is gonna have around 5 to 6 chapters. Depending on how long each chapter is gonna be. And today I'm gonna try to at least work on this page. Probably I can only post these two today. But I'm making progress. It's so weird that I have to count them backwards. But yeah, if we scroll up here... Yeah, here starts chapter 5, roughly. But only if every single chapter is gonna be 20 full pages, which I'm not sure about yet. If some chapters are longer and some are shorter, it might be 6 chapters. Though I do try to keep the next few chapters like usual manga length, so like 20 pages. But since I don't have a publisher in my neck, I can adjust the chapter length to the pacing. But yeah, it would be great if I would get to finish this today, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it on Scream. I'm just gonna work a bit on this and that, and then I'll transition. But it could also be that I'll just post the 2 and make sure I have at least 3 pages next week. But I really would like to get to the double page spread moment next week. Scrolling through it does not look like much, but it's a lot of work. I still have picked this idea in the back of my head about the flashbacks and also the fights, that maybe I'll do a more loose freeform style for dynamic and hazy things. I'm not sure yet. It would cut down on drawing time. Maybe. Maybe it will also take longer, I'm not sure. But if you look at this page, I think that would actually be pretty intense if I kept the lines a bit rough like that. And also maybe the panels not as strict. By the way, on what? Oh, it even is on the, like, outer side of a bit. That's cool. I also have to, like, consider how this looks in the printed format. But no more spoilers. Do I start with the background shot? The only thing I'm not satisfied about currently is that I don't get to work on videos. I am putting all my time into my job and the manga and drawing and finishing stuff. This week I ordered a lot of stuff for the artist booth because I'm upgrading the booth. And all that is eating away from time I would potentially have spent on the video. But mentally, I'm getting closer to actually doing stuff like that. Do I feel comfortable sketching this in V? No, that's not the direction I wanted to pull. No! Yes. No. No, 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 no. No! Yes. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, I think I definitely need a shortcut to activate and deactivate the ruler alignment. Okay, I think I don't want this to be a fisheye perspective. I think this makes things needlessly complicated, even though it looks kind of cool. But it's such a small shot, it doesn't really do anything for the scene. Okay. But I think I can do this one without 3D models. I think. I hope. Because while they kind of make it easier to build a good scene, they also are kind of fiddly. Some blue scav, I just started reading Richard Ashley. Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but perhaps I'll take. It's a very, very good manga. Look. I even make my avatar look up from my tablet. It's very good manga. Okay, I fully recommend reading the manga. And it's one of those manga where there's really creative paneling, so it definitely is worth checking it out. At the same time as the anime, at least. Or before or after. Okay, now, looking down on my tablet again. I really enjoyed it. I decided that it's gonna be one of my first manga reviews. I enjoyed it a crazy amount. It's on the same level as Delicious in Dungeon or Dungeon Meshi for me. But I'm really confused that in German they named it Atelier of Witch Hat. And while that is a more literal translation, it's really weird. Witch Hat Atelier sounds way more natural, and I don't know why they did not go with that one. I need to figure out what kind of perspective I want on this one. Eh. I think that's better. But I might need to like switch to 3D after all. Because this means that people have to like be from that perspective, and that might be a bit too challenging for a background shot right now for me. Hello, 3D primitives. Whoop. Yeah, that looks about right. No. That's gonna be a bit of a wider street. Because it's a shop, it's for shopping and groceries. So tiny bit more space. And this one's gonna have 2. This one's just gonna have... maybe I'll make it like... oh no! Whoa! What I did read, on the other hand, in recent days was Yokohama Kaidi Shikiko and Ghost in the Shell, both very interesting reads. Now, Ghost in the Shell should be self-explanatory to everyone, but Yokohama Kaida Shikiko, for those who don't know, is a slice of life manga set in post-apocalyptic world, though it makes it sound harder than it is. In which an android runs a small coastside cafe. Oh, that sounds cute. No. Of a story, you basically follow her everyday life, her making friends, exploring the world, etc. It might not happen much, but those chill vibes still manage to keep you hooked. Yeah, I mean, I really like slice of life stuff, so that sounds nice. Okay, I think if it's like that. Whoa. Oh, that's so wrong. Wrong lever. Wrong lever. That's what I got 3D poses for now. Just to have some sense of scale of the different people. That's what a person looks like over there. Okay, I wonder, can I make my life easier? I'm gonna save this camera perspective. This one is locked. This one isn't. I'm gonna try and attach a roof to some of them. But like a very easy primitive 3D roof. With using a plane. Nope. Yes. Whoop. Making it a bit shorter. Tilting it slightly. Aw, look at that. I should look into whether or not I can save these primitives and then just sit, make them blocks. And just put them in there, and then I immediately have like primitives. And as for the GITS manga, Ghost of the Shell manga, while the story is pretty much the same as the movie, there's more stuff in the manga that was never adapted, and most interesting is the fact that Major Kusanagi was pretty much like a different character who's far more uncouth and cheeky in the manga, but definitely in an enjoyable way. Which makes me very excited for the upcoming anime by Seinsado. I really hope they give us a very movie closer to the manga. I'm so not in the Ghost of the Shell loop. Nope. Hey! What? Let me copy you! A version. I think I did, but it's like years ago. I definitely watched Ghost of the Shell. I even watched the series, but I was very young, so I'm not so sure. If like my memory holds up in any way. I do have like a basic ground level sympathy for the franchise, but I haven't watched it in like ages. Okay, I think I'm at the point where I can just work with this to create a background shot. But if you like put a gun to my head and ask me what Ghost of the Shell is about, I can barely answer it. I think that's my that's what you need to know. Wait, I'm confused. Why is this not... Why is that not aligning? Is somewhere a different ruler, but it's confusing? Yes. Okay. Okay. Um... Oh, I need to, put away the grids. Okay. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Now we're talking. I only watched the first season of Standalone. Yeah, Standalone Complex is the one I watched when I was younger. And I watched some of the movies, so don't ask me which ones. I was young. Er. That's what I thought. I guess you could say that my deeper knowledge of Ghost in the Shell is 0. I think that's a good way to say it. Oh no, I have multiple layers on. Please don't. Please don't erase multiple layers. Nope. My knowledge of it is medieval. I only watched the 2 movies of Mamoru Oshii. The first season, it's still deeper than mine. It's still very much deeper than mine. You might not be an expert, but compared to me, you are an expert. I need to look at some reference pics for a minute. Woohoo. No looking at my private files. They are private. Where did I save the reference pictures? I found in one stream. No! I need them! We have a reference folder. Yes. Yep, that's better. Now I need to reference the manga itself. No, not old shorts. Chapter 1. Yeah, that's what I made it look. It's so small, no one sees this anyway. Okay, it's gonna be tough to fill that with people. Now, you might wonder what the markings are for. Where did I save my people brushes? Miss? Oh, I shouldn't forget these. I can make some very simple background things with these. Are people... Are people magical? Oh, they're not. They're also not miscellaneous textures. They're also not clothing. They're also not flowers. I would have expected them to be in the background category I made up. More texture? No. I downloaded so many textures. Oh, I downloaded them on my tablet. Huh. That's a bit unfortunate. I just realized what's going on. Okay, can I just find them again? Search for materials. Crowd. Free. Popular. Popular. Gonna be popular. Oh yeah, fantasy crowd. I'm not a big fan of using too many of these brushes. So I like having abstract ones that just help me. Sorry, I hope you guys did not hear that. Otherwise, I'm apologizing. I am not putting them in the background category. It's just a lot of work to draw a crowd like that. Work I would be willing to do if I had all ages to do this. Sadly, I do not. I believe in you. Please don't kill my... Okay. Now I can look back into chat, sorry. Okay. Nope. Okay, there are two... I'll see, I'll see, I'll see. Okay, these are roughly in perspective. And now we're gonna see if I can... For example. I think something along those lines could make social rate work. I think I have to make my own crowd brush at some point. Where's my pen? No, that's a real pen. Where's the there is the tablet pen. I love making custom brushes but never actually using them. Yeah. I mean, background brushes that I make myself, I'd probably use like crowd shots. Hi, CV. Or is it pronounced more English like Sivai? Okay, I think I'm not gonna use those. But I can use the little pinman to maybe trace over them the rough shapes of people like I draw them. It's really hard to figure out shortcuts and stuff. Where is my hired and paid background artist? No, that was perfect. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna use those as a blueprint to somehow sketch in my own crowd. If I squint my eye, that looks right. Also, I have to put in some people who walk in the front and in the back. here. From there. And some teeny tiny people over there. Ugh. I think it's okay to use the pin man in like the furthest shot. I don't know how to do this without it taking up way too much time. You could use to pin people all over the image, but yeah? Think so? Okay, now I just need to figure out too big, too small. Maybe I'll just go back in and sketch in some details. Then just deleting a few so that it's not overcrowded. Put them in a little package. Copy the package. Dragging them on the front. Little pin people. I don't like that the border is so pixelated around them. Why is that? Person who made the brush. Maybe I should make my own pin person. Where like the where I also have like a built-in outline. So How does that work again? I made one custom brush so far. I know that I have to have solid values. So guys, today we're gonna go on an adventure. Where's my lamp? It's so dark in here. I don't think we're gonna finish this page today. I think I will just upload the 2 I have done. Let's say a... Be gone. And my pin person can even have feet. I will cheat even further and create a symmetrical ruler. And maybe that also should be on the... There we go. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm first gonna sketch them. I'm gonna sketch over them. I shouldn't be too detailed or the abstractness of it goes away. Nope. No. Oh, you can do a bunch of different shapes and silhouettes and then make them appear in a random in the brush. That's probably... Yeah! Okay. Let's go. I should probably make it full size. Okay, I think I need to outline that again. Maybe I'll just, I'll see. I could also use some of these standard 3D models to get rough shapes that roughly resemble a pose. then again, I don't think I need to be ruler anymore. Everything molds are good ideas, so you can also make some turn a bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. I have, for example, this one. Body type. I wonder, can I make them resemble my noodle man? By just completely slimming them down. No! Okay, let's go back a bit. Hey, I can make his head bigger. This is gonna look weird. Let's go. Weird is good. Yeah. This is starting to look like a Titan. And now we just simplify them. I think I'm gonna stabilize the brush for that a bit. Whoop. I wonder how many poses I need to make so that it becomes a acceptable crowd. And now I give him some other natural pose. I should choose the standard pose as well. No. You can actually mirror. Yeah, that's true. More variation. Let's go. And now just a super abstract silhouette of a person walking. Making manga and anime means cheating to save workload. Every single time. The feet get more big each time, I think. Oh, I did not neatly close up that one. There you go. Shortcutting, not cheating. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Efficient working with the resources I'm giving. I am given. Do I have like two people walking hand in hand? Nah, I don't. But I think I want to have one Oops, that's a bit too wonky. Eh. Whoops. Okay, I think I'm gonna test those out. If I need more variety, I can add it later on. Later on. Later on. That's gonna be a bit wonky here. Oh, but I need to brush if people like doing the same poses but sideways. Okay, how does this work again? Yeah, maybe I should save it somewhere. I should make a custom brushes folder. New. File. Custom brushes. People brush. Okay. I know there's like register material. Okay. Do I need to merge them for that? Or can they be like a file? I mean, one way to figure it out. Oh, they can be a file. Nice. Okay, I think they need to be merged so that can be ticked. Oh! Okay. Ah, I needed to put it on a monochrome. Okay. Thank you, Lena. You're gonna have each a bit as one layer as fine and also receive them on their own. Okay. I need to make a new folder. 4 brushes. Okay. Gonna merge them all. For everyone who joined new, I'm creating a custom background brush right now for large people shots. Or at least I hope I'm doing that. Successfully. Ah, okay, I need to put them all individually. Thanks for your help, Savvy. Ba 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 ba. If I would be on my own, I would just type in a tutorial. But on stream, that's a bit eh. Okay, never mind. It's not the monochrome, it's the ruler that's on there. For some godforsaken reason, maybe. Is it wants to save the ruler with the material? I guess. I don't know anymore. Nope. Used for brush tip shape. Front people A. Let's go. Front people B. Front people C. D. If I forget one step right now, I can do this all over again. E. But it looks about right. Yeah, I think once I, like, finished 5 chapters and I actually published the first volume, I'm gonna take a small break and just create a bunch of textures and brushes I can reuse to work faster on backgrounds. And I can just pull that from the ones I manually did for each page. At least those are my hopes. I don't care if I skip a letter. Oh, boo, 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 boo. Ideally, that would speed up the entire background problems. This attention to detail makes me think of how in VMV I'm working on there's this 1 to 3 seconds long scene in relation to one line short line of the lyrics. And I just put an understated amount of extra details into it, even though we only want to enable actually catch me. I mean, I get it. That's also just to, like, for the creator. Like, when I make small, stupid background details, I'm usually just doing them for myself. If someone notices them, nice. But for shits and giggles, I like to do stuff like that. Here we go. I think the easiest thing would probably be to duplicate this one. My own people brush. And go in and... I should have tagged them. Oh, look at them! Look at the small noodly. Nope. I think I want them to be closer to each other. Oh, the ribbon. Oh, this is weird. I see we added custom billboards. That sounds really cool. What do you mean with like custom billboards? Like these? Oh no, you just I thought it was in relation to me, but you just had a whole conversation while I wasn't looking. It's nice just to pick small part of my kind of money shot. Yeah. Like in that shop, there are a bunch of bubbles and stuff in my inner Photoshop. Philip just has to make use of all the potential. While the song choice is more serious than what I use for my serial experiments. Later V, this has the potential to be just as goofy, if not even goofier. But I mean, manually replacing them all. I am trying to see where there is a adjust brush stance, flip horizontally, angle, spraying effect. Oh yeah, that's random. And I need to get rid of the ribbon effect. Look at my little army of noodly man. And the thing that I want to test now is that if I want to make them like have a texture on top, I'll just use my tone brush, choose a manga color, go on multiply, lock it in. Nice. And then I can put in a gradient. That's a lot of people. Given how they all look the same, one of them should look a bit small. I would like to rename it. Subtool settings. Katta's people brush dense, and just so I don't have to do that. Fewer. And I'll just adjust the Yep, but oh no, I can put people in the people. Okay, let's take all this great work over to the... Damn, that took way too long. I agree, Hanaka. It actually did. Zack, zack, zack. Be gone. And the good thing is, because they now have the outline already on them, I can just adjust the brush size. What? Put them all on the same layer. I think this is still a bit too dense. Just make the gap a bit bigger. How about closing the window? I can immediately draw on the canvas and see how it looks. Tries being very much able to clone himself in case that name didn't ring a bell. It did! It did, it did, it did, it did. Tries is like one of my favorite MHA characters. Oh nice! These look like they are like a group of 3 walking together. Good job, randomizer. Oh yeah, randomizing the gap. I did not even know that was possible, thank you. The problem though might be nice to arrange manually in some cases, I guess. Yeah. I'll see what I figure out for myself. I can put in a few more. More than that, huh? I think that's just a bit trial and error to figure out. What's like the amount of crowd I want the city to have? No, not 450. Oh, look at the crowd. The crowd is crowding. Woo! And it's all my own work. Let's go. Okay, let's look at the clock. Okay. We'll do another 20 minutes and then I'll continue working on this on my own. I want to go to another panel. I'll finish that background panel up later. Crowded Place is one of my arch nemesis. Yeah, then you don't want to live in that district, I guess. Let's see. Okay, they usually present it directly on the grill, like. Are they? I'm now looking up Japanese displays to see. But I want them, like, displayed authentically. Oh my god, now I want to eat dango. Okay, that's gonna be a bit tricky. I can do it. Wait, that's not gonna be tricky at all. What am I talking about? Okay. Eh. That's the wrong one. Eh. Oh, I activated the ruler from the panel. I don't want that one. Okay, I think I actually want to use 2-point perspective for that one. Like that. Mm. Okay, what happens when I apply a round tool on this one? Okay. Changed up the perspective a bit, but that's fine. Wait. Okay, I might actually just be able to do this myself. Ooh, nice. Trying is the beat sequel. All this work for correctly, respectively correct displayed dango. Or at least roughly correctly dis- They're usually not that long. Oh, but these one are like on sticks of 4. Oh, these are, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Science. Perspective is science. Let's go. That line needs to be read so I know what it represents. Nope. Yeah, let's just ignore that they become randomly bigger, okay? Nope. And that's way bigger. No. Even the dango maker, yep. I mean, it's a Japanese old woman, and if it would be realistic, each dango would be perfectly done, but let's ignore that. You hear it, everyone. Read Trigon and Trigon Maximum. No! Not on one layer. Get the stabilization out of that. There we go. Hatching, hatching. That's a wrong pan. And that's a dango plate. think I want her face to be just a bit longer. Hello, liquefy tool. Oh. Yeah, more like that. More like this, I think. Look at the old lady. Oh, 20 minutes are long gone. Right, I'm gonna... save the canvas. Go into OBS. Thank you. Okay, I think that's it for today. So much for finishing that page today. But progress was made. I'm sure it's been like 10 minutes only. But yeah. Sadly, I have to end the stream now. I still have to upload the 2 new pages I already finished for today on Animex. So if you want to read up my manga, you can. Did I put it in like Animex in the description today? I think I didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. you can just look into the description. And in like, I think 20 minutes, I will have the German pages up. Glad it was interesting and fun. Thanks for chat and thanks for watching. Have a good week. Take care. And hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye!